We're now in Sfira, the days on the Jewish calendar in which we mourn the loss of 24,000 Talmidim, disciples of Rabbi Akiva. When the great Rabbi Akiva, who represented the transmission of Torah from generation to generation, when his disciples perished, the world was in a void. And until Rabbi Akiva found a new set of disciples, through whom the teachings of Torah could continue for all generations, the world was at risk. Why did God decree the passing of these 24,000 disciples? What does it mean when the Talmud, the Gemara tells us, Shelo nogu kavod zeh lezeh, that they did not properly respect each other and the Torah in each other? At the end of Bereshis, of the first book of the Torah, Yaakov blessed his children with the qualities that they, the Jewish people, would need to carry the light of godliness and of Torah through all of history. V'yidgu l'rov b'kerav ha'aretz, he blessed us with the power of fish. What's the quality of fish? The Medrash says, and in truth, if you ask any experienced fisherman, I did, they'll tell you, what's the best time to fish? The best time to fish is when it's raining. Because when it rains, fish come to the surface and jump to catch the drops of rain. Says the Medrash, this is what Yaakov was saying, that just like fish, why do they care about the rain? They're in an ocean, they're in a river, they're in a lake. They have all the water they want. No matter how much water they have, they yearn for every new drop that falls. So too the Jewish nation, no matter how much Torah we have, it is the nature of a Jew to yearn for new Torah, even a new drop of Torah. This is the critical quality that the disciples of Rabbi Akiva were missing. Why did they not properly respect each other? What was the common denominator between all of them? The common denominator between all of them was they were all basking in the Torah of the great Rabbi Akiva, the unparalleled wisdom of Rabbi Akiva. And as they soaked in the superlative insights of Rabbi Akiva, they failed to value what their Torah scholar next to them, what their colleagues could give them. This was an essential quality that could not be lost from the transmission of Torah. And God needed Rabbi Akiva to have a new set of disciples to carry Torah onward. This, in fact, was, interestingly enough, the tremendous revelation that Rabbi Akiva had at that pivotal moment in his life when he saw water falling on the rock and there was a hole in the rock. What was the great phenomenon that Rabbi Akiva saw? He saw that every drop counts. No drop is bigger and no drop is smaller than the one next to it. But drop after drop, every drop could take a rock and make a hole. It's this quality of valuing every step. This is a thought and an insight that's important in general as we approach and count down the weeks to the holiday of Shavuos and the giving of the Torah and our own new embracing and accepting of more Torah into our lives. I think this is even perhaps more critically important in these special times that we live in. We are living in times of unprecedented crisis, of a pandemic of historic proportions. And now it's 2 months into this horrible situation. And thoughts are all turning towards the light at the end of the tunnel. In some places, it's already opening up. It's already easing. The thought in everyone's mind these days is, how soon will it be over? It looks like we're almost at a turning point. I had the following thought. Recently, I thought back to the time when I got engaged. It was a beautiful time of my life, and it was very, very exciting. I met the most amazing woman, the greatest blessing of my life. But there was a piece of me that was a little sad. There was a little bittersweetness to it, because I recognized that I was about to pass from a stage of my life into a new stage. There are challenges that one experiences as a single person that are different fundamentally from the challenges of a married person. And I became cognizant of the fact that whatever I had done or not done to meet those challenges, the opportunity was about to pass. And never again would I, God willing, ever be able to face those challenges again. I had that same thought now. How critically important it is as we look to the end of this crisis. Mirza Hashem, God willing, it should end very soon. It should end immediately. But when we come out of this, will we be new and different people? Absolutely not. Nor should we be, nor can we be expected to be. But the question is, what will we have gotten during this time? What will we have taken? What drop of clarity? What drop of growth? What drop of commitment? What piece can I take? Just like as we count the days of the Omer towards Shavuos, the days of Sfira, each day is just another small piece of growth towards the end. So too, we need to take something, define something small, but something real, something about this experience, so that when it's over, it won't just be, I survived, Baruch Hashem, but let me be able to feel that somehow, some way, in some drop, I've walk away something different, something better. Good Shabbos.